and welcome to another episode of Shaun's People. I am Shaun. Behind me are my people. This is Claire Rawlinson and Alex Hume. We'll be talking to them later in part 2, but for part 1, we're going to go over here to Peter Berry, journalist and lecturer, to give us some news updates. You haven't seen you for a few weeks, have we? You've been away. I've
been away, yes.
Yeah.
Quite a lot on the go today, Shaun.
Okay, here we go.
The main news today,
yes.
well, the international news, is the earthquake in Italy. 6.2 magnitude earthquake, which struck at...
Was this last night?
This was last night,
yeah.
Which struck at 3:36 local time, so it's about 2:30 in the morning here.
Okay.
At the moment, and these stories always change rapidly, at least 37 people are dead, 150 missing. That's going to evolve over the next few days.
Right.
Centred on the village of Pescara del Tronto. And,
so which part of Italy is that?
It's central. It's about
central,
65 miles northeast of Rome,
right.
so quite close to the capital. So quite a hefty earthquake. As I say, that details on that will unfold as the days go by. The Labour leadership continues to rumble on with yet more controversy.
I think we talked about this like 7 episodes ago, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. It does seem to be like one of the longest running elections in political history, but isn't in fact. Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn and Owen Smith, obviously the two contenders. Owen Smith's having to apologise for apparently appearing to call Jeremy Corbyn a lunatic at a rally in West London.
Right. Wasn't he up here recently as well?
He was. Yeah. We had the controversy as well with Jeremy Corbyn and the Virgin train. Apparently no seats. Virgin train say yes, there were seats. So the jury's out on that one. Owen Smith, interestingly, is also saying that he would stop, if he was elected leader, he would stop Theresa May formally triggering Brexit, unless there's another referendum on the final deal or a general election to endorse that. But lots of people have been saying that the Brexit vote was so close and so on. But the fact of the matter is, under the terms of the referendum, it was a simple majority and the Brexiteers won. So a lot of controversy surrounding that as well. More locally, we've got households in Stellan's getting DNA sprays so they can mark their tellies and other valuables. What sort of spray is it, do you know? It's a DNA. Each house will have an individual DNA marker.
Okay.
Quite how it works, I'm not sure, but in the old days you had the ultraviolet lights, UV thing, but this is much more targeted, so each code will be attached to a house. So if you happen to be going past a second-hand shop and say, I'm sure that's our television, the police will be able to scan it and go, oh, it is your television, your nickmate. So, and elsewhere we've got Liverpool Biennial about to kick off, the 9th time on Merseyside. 44 artists, 5 different continents.
Well, thank you very much, Peter.
OK.
Latest news. Also in celebrity news, for quickly say, David Walliams is going to host the Christmas special of Blankety Blank.
Good grief, I remember it well. I've been overlooked again, obviously.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for today, Peter. I'm probably hopefully see you soon in the future.
OK, cheers.
Brilliant. Take care, man. OK, and last week, I went down to... Ooh, look at this. I'm disrupting the studio here. Look at that. Terrible. Can't see where I'm going. Anyway, last week I went down to Liverpool Village and I went onto the Pride of Britain bus and take a look at this. What can you tell us about Pride of Britain then? What do you know about it?
Well, I know plenty, I think. 2013, I was actually on the judging panel, which was a good and a bad experience in many ways, because trying to pick a winner out of so many great contestants was pretty stressful. So it wasn't easy. It's pretty emotional doing it as well, watching all the ones, all the different clips and narrowing it down to a small number. So that was a great experience. Find it hard to watch the programme, especially when
emotional again.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? Yeah, but great sense of pride as well, because as it says in the title, it's there's some amazing people out there that are unsung a lot of the time.
You're both from Hollyoaks, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it wrong? What? I don't want to get anything wrong here. No, it's just like, okay, we've got Richard and Cassius from Hollyoaks, right? You're here on the Pride of Britain bus.
Yes.
What is your connection to Pride of Britain at the moment? Why are you here today then? I don't.
Ladies first. Ladies first. Well, I think it. Am I looking to come or looking to you?
Either one.
I look to both. I think it's a great. We were talking earlier. I think it's a great way to recognise people that maybe aren't acknowledged for the amazing things that they're doing.
Yeah.
and we were speaking about young people in particular who are dealing with enough on their own to just be going through this massive journey and going through exam pressure and all of that, and then on top of that maybe either having to be a carer or having to go through something personally, whether it's a mental issue or a physical issue. And I just think that there's not enough recognition for it, and this is a perfect way to do that.
Right.
So.
Were you involved in it last year, Evie?
No, not last year. I wasn't, so I'm happy to be here today.
Happiness, the face of happiness. So we're here with Craig Phillips, Pride of Big Brother.
I like it.
Talk about the Pride of Britain though.
Yes.
Like, what does it mean to you then?
Well, I mean, my first memories of the Pride of Britain was probably about 15 years ago. I got invited along there, and I just thought it was a fantastic event. How it finds some of the public and what they have done to deserve the awards, it can't blow me away. Basically, it's hard to keep a dry eye watching it. So I've kind of been a fan of the show and what it does over the years. So just kind of want to get people to support it. Vote for them, really.
Of course, yeah. I think Michael Owens, he said it was quite emotional. So is it that kind of feeling when you watch it and when you're involved in it as well?
Absolutely. I mean, you get it from watching it at home, you know, as most of the public will do, but for actually being there in the audience and feeling that atmosphere and feeling the emotions from the families, you know, who've come along, who've been nominated for these recognition, it's absolutely touching. It really, really is. And I don't know if you're aware, I compare the Pride of Merseyside Awards, which of course is the Mirror Trinity Group, and put that on regionally here in Liverpool. I've done it for the last 5 years now, and when I get the script sent to me and read about, you know, some of the heroic and horrific things that people have done or been through and come out the other end and what they've achieved and moved on from it, you just want to give them all an award, you know,
But you want to nominate someone, don't you, this year? Is this correct?
Yes, I do. I haven't told her that I'm doing it, but I'll tell her after. I'll give her a little call. I want to nominate Francesca, who is one of the girls that we worked with our storyline. We're doing a cancer storyline at the moment. So Eve and Fran, who are two girls that came in to help us on a research basis, who had the same type of cancer that our characters have in the show.
Right, okay.
And Francesca in particular, because she's working, literally, she's at university at the moment, but she's working back to back to try and raise awareness and to help people and to coach people who are having it and just help them deal with it. So she's doing pretty big things on there.
Exclusive, straight from the stormtroopers from the Death Star, right? Yeah, is this Death Star number 3 you're building at the moment? Okay, just to get my facts right. Okay, brilliant. So you come down for the Pride of Britain, right? Okay, you looking forward to it? Cool. You can't really tell us too much, can you? Really? Because no, it's all like you don't want the rebels to find it, do you? Right. So I might have to cut the skin to be short then. Are you looking forward to it though? Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Are you involved this year at all then? Or?
No, just a bit in the promotional stuff.
Okay.
As I say, I had my time on the panel, which was a brilliant experience. But no, just support it from afar, and as I say, occasionally come and lend my support to when the road show's on its way.
Speaking of which, is this your first interview on a bus, right? Is it? Or?
Top level. I don't think I've been on the top deck of a double-decker bus for a long time since I was a kid.
When I was
a kid, I would have, but.
Would you like to travel around the country on a bus? You know, like they did in the Magical Mystery Tour film and stuff?
I would, I think that'd be quite fun, Why not? Are you asking?
I don't know, it's just that's what I thought it was about. I thought everyone's going to be like asleep on the bus and everyone's going to travel around the country. I just wonder if you'll be up for doing that kind of thing as well.
I think so, one day. Where's the next stop? I believe this bus has been Scotland, hasn't it? Manchester yesterday. Yeah. So it's getting around.
So you might from a lift, mate?
Yep, from a lift.
Go to Scotland and stuff.
So it'd be like living in the Big Brother house, wouldn't it? Big Brother house is not much bigger than this bus.
Get some cameras all around and be alright, you feel at home, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant, mate. One more question. It's kind of relevant, I suppose. Do you have a favourite bus movie?
Do I have a favourite bus movie? There isn't, is there? One jumps to mind. Oh, this is really embarrassing. Why is this the first thing that's come in my mind? It's Cliff Richard's. We're all going on a summer holiday. I'm working for a week or two. Was that in a bus?
It wasn't a bus, wasn't it?
It was a double-decker bus.
Yeah. Was it Cliff Richard driving it?
I think so, yeah.
On the buses was great.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Was that a bit before your time though?
It should have been, but I was told it should be. But again, that was repeat TV.
We're going where sun shines brightly.
We're having a debate about this now. Summer holiday. So. Okay. And how about yourself? He likes the old ones, so.
Oh, you put me on the spot. I don't know. I do not know.
Do you know any bus movie?
Come on, there's one.
There's one that everyone knows.
This. Come on, you know this one, don't you?
What is it?
The Speed?
Oh, do you know?
The bus can't go below 50 miles an hour. Oh no.
Speed. I've watched Speed. I've watched a program called a film called Heat. I'm not a film watcher,
right?
But I watched Heat as well, and I don't think there's a bus, but he's certainly grabbing all the trucks and hanging underneath them and all the rest of it. So speed's probably the one that I can think of off the top of my head.
Speed? Speed is a good one, isn't it? Yeah, of course. Speed. Sandra Bullock and what's the chap's name? Keanu Reeves. Yes, that was great. Any of the Bush movies?
That's not many, is there? I just tried Googling it this morning. It's not many. I think only Speed came up and that was it.
Didn't the Beatles do?
There's the Magical Mystery Tour.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Other than that, can't think of any
No,
more.
I can't. I think Speed's a winner.
Speed's a winner.
Brilliant. Find out more about Pride of Britain on their website, but we're going to be going to the break now. So coming up in part 2, we'll be talking to Claire and Alex, and we'll see you in a bit. Why did you select North West? Why did you have to decide
Well, we did it in Manchester last year. Why not bring it to Liverpool this year?
It's up the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, exactly. What it was, because I found out about 2 years ago. Did you know that it's the North West that has the most curvaceous women in the UK?
I didn't know that.
No, I only found this out 2 years ago. I don't know if it's true or not. So don't say actually.
I'm like.
It's like I don't know if it's true, but yeah, I heard that about 2 years ago. I wonder if that's why you brought it up here or not. So.
I mean, that's a Zoe question, then a me question. I
Zoe
kind of.
Zoe back.
We'll get Zoe. But no, I mean, I came on board just to be able to be a part of all of this, and if that's the case, then that's amazing to know that it's not too far away from people who normally have to deal with trying to figure out where the fashion is available to them.
Yeah, of course. Welcome back to part 2. That was Wild Cards. That's a new short film that's seeking funding. If you go to the website, you can find out more information about that. In other film news, Mulholland Drive has been voted the best film of the 21st century. Exclusive news, that is. I think through BBC Cultural vote or something like that. So, yeah, interesting. Also, there's a new feature film coming up this year. It's called A Man with 4 Legs. Not 2 legs. It's A Man with 4 Legs. And here's a trailer for you to check out.
So we're rolling then?
Rolling.
So start on me, I'll feed him in with a question. Well, no, hang on a sec. I think it's better if I say how I found him, because otherwise it's like you're interviewing me when I'm the presenter. So, it was my thing, not your thing.
No,
so I should be the one leading. Yeah, but it was my idea.
Should we just go for one?
Well, hang on, let me think.
3, 2...
Mr. Davis, we are fascinated with your story.
This is surreal.
Why'd you say that?
I knew you were coming.
You all right, Ethan?
The wind's been a bit of a bugger.
How long?
Not long now.
That's not a time.
Guys, stop looking at the lens.
Jesus Christ.
It's like one of those lucid dreams you hear about. Everyone I've ever known, I've no idea who I am whatsoever.
I'm not Kessie,
Sorry, buddy, can I just grab your Wi-Fi password, please?
He is off his isn't he?
Sam! You're my wife. You're Samantha Davis. You walk the
How
dog
do you know my
on the common
name?
in your lunch break.
Leave me alone or I'll call the police. I'm warning you. And that goes for you too.
James, what would you like this documentary to show?
It should be about love, relationships, people finding themselves, lost people finding themselves. It should be about the last calm citizen. That's you, Ethan. You're the last calm citizen. How does it feel?
Sam, it's James.
Are you filming? James, are you sure you want to do this?
Sam, it's James.
But he's not James Davis. Who is he?
Just want to be taken home.
Let me in! For the record, Tom and I think this is a bad idea. Is that clear? Let me in!
Poor Sam.
Let me in! Let me in!
How did you let this happen?
And you can find out more about the man with 4 legs on their website, and it's come up on the screen right now. But now we're going to move on to some music news, which is a folk festival on the dock. That's right. Isn't that right? Just one question beforehand, right? Is it true that like fish, like seafood's related to folk music? Is that right? Do you not know?
I guess.
No, I was researching this one because our budget couldn't stretch like this massive buffet of seafood. Okay. I brought us all, look, some shrimps and bananas. Ace. So look, there's some shrimps and bananas for you. Have one of those.
Oh, thank you.
You have one as well.
That's genuinely epic. That's wonderful.
As well. So we can have a little munch while we're talking about this now. So excellent. So do you want to tell us about the festival then?
Yeah, so it's a celebration of folk, roots and acoustic music. It's coming to Albert Dock over the bank holiday weekend, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. We've got a couple of stages, so we've got the main stage over by the Merseyside Maritime Museum on Hartley Quay, and then we've got a smaller Stan Ambrose stage over in Anchor Courtyard, plus we've got people performing in the colonnades, and we've got people performing on a tugboat in the actual water space itself. Okay.
And Alex, you're involved, aren't you?
I am indeed, yeah. I'm playing on the Monday. Should be fantastic.
So, do you want to tell us about your background as a musician then?
Yeah, so I'm one of these fabled singer/songwriters, which that kind of phrase gets battered around a lot. So I'm sort of kind of folk, alt folk, pop, somewhere between Ben Howard and Ed Sheeran. I sort of fill that middle ground.
Right. Brilliant. So you're looking forward to this? You're looking forward to this festival? So
I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic.
Did you just approach Alex? Did you?
Yeah, our organisers have approached lots of people, so they're really keen that we showcase some emerging and new, and particularly local talent as well, such as Alex. We've got some established names as well, some folk award winners. So we've got Blair Dunlop, Gilmore and Roberts, people like that, and then Alex, and then we've got some smaller, more emerging artists over on Anchor Courtyard, giving them some exposure and letting people see and hear them for the first time.
Okay, and so your first festival, wasn't it? The first folk festival, right? Yeah. So what sort of audience are you aiming for?
Well, we've got people who will come to the dock with their families, so there's something for families to see and enjoy, and obviously, you know, you can enjoy some new, different artists. There's sea shanties as well, so there's something for the more traditional sort of folk side of things. We've even got folk by the minute in Zifferblatt, where you can go in and pay by the minute to listen to some of the acoustic artists. So there's lots of different variety. It's not just folk in the sort of more traditional sense. We've got lots of contemporary artists, but we've also got, you know, the sea shanties. We've also had our own song written, folk song written for us that local community choirs are going to come and perform.
And when are they performing now?
Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, so you nip down and see a choir singing a song especially written for the festival.
Yeah.
And so how can people find out more information about you guys?
Take a look on our website, so albertdock.com, Folk on the Dock is all there. Obviously follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that information's there. Come along on the day, we've got a programme, get leaflets from our event staff and find out more there.
And it's running from?
From Friday, we've got ticketed events at Tape, but they're sold out, which is great news. Really? And then on Saturday, Sunday and Monday, from around 11 o'clock through to about 5, 6 o'clock.
Right. And what days are you playing down there, Alex?
I'm playing on Monday at 2:30, just after Blair Dunlop. I'm a big fan of that, so that's going to be great. It'd be nice to see if I can meet him backstage, if I can swindle it.
Me too.
And so obviously, this is your first festival. Are you already playing next year's at all?
Yeah, we're already. I mean, it's part of a sort of bigger strategy of events at the Dock, about a 5-year strategy towards celebrating our 175 anniversary. So this is our first one, and we're looking to grow and develop through the years as we go. So hopefully there'll be more to come next year and the year after that.
Oh, that'd be incredible, wouldn't it? So where did the idea come from then to do this? Just we talked about it earlier, but just give it a little.
I think something like folk really lends itself to the Dock, and you know, the traditions of sea shanties and passing on music by word of mouth, and the way that acoustic and folk music does that really lends itself to the Dock. And we've got lots of heritage work going on at the moment, so understanding how music came through the ships and how that was passed on as well. So it's really kind of the Dock. It's really in the sort of walls of the place, really.
Yeah, that's great. Claire, thank you very much for talking to us today. Alex, we haven't finished with you yet. We're going to go and... You're going to play us a song, aren't you? You're going to play us out. Right, do you want to go and get set up for that?
Should go and have a look.
Thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Shaun People. We'll be back next week. But for now, playing you out is Alex Hume. See you next week.
I'm on the edge of all my desires. I've hit the wall, and I've walked through fire. And Lord, how I know, I'm not the only one who's racing a goal and never once won. having time, but I don't know just where my life is meant to go. I worked hard, nothing to show. So should I just go with the flow? Ride the waves, swim with the tide. Maybe life will be just fine. Go with the flow till it feels right. And all of my plans, alright, have come up so short. Oh, it's about time I learned success can't be bought. And Lord, how I know that I'm not the only one who's racing a goal. Oh, I never once won. 'Cause I've had time, but I don't know just where my life is meant to go. I've worked hard, nothing to show. So should I just go with the flow? Or ride the waves, swim with the tide? And maybe life will be just fine. Go with the flow, go with the flow, no, go with the flow, oh, till it feels right.